I think that this cube has to be easier than the PYRAMINX. So look at this cube. It's called as SKEWB. It's a skewed cube, hence SKEWB. So it actually looks quite weird. Look at this. And it moves like this. So this cube just has corner pieces and center pieces. It doesn't have edge pieces, no. And also, the center pieces don't remain at the same place like in case of a 3 cube. So here, you don't know which side is going to be of which color. And you know that's not even our first step to find out which color is going to be on which side, like we do in some higher cubes, like the 4 cube, 5 cube, 6 cube. So to solve this, okay, I have to say this cube is really slippery. I don't know what is it, but my mother has dropped it so many times, and even I have dropped it so many times. So the first step to solve this cube is to find any one random side, solve that side, solve the opposite side, and then solve the other lateral sides, if you know what I mean. So before we even start solving the sides, we'll first understand what are the different moves that we can do with this cube, because this is a little different than our traditional cube, but trust me, it's much easier. So this cube has 4 different moves that we can do. Let's call this side as the upper left, this as the upper right, this as the lower right, and this as the lower left. So to know all the different kinds of moves that we can do with this cube, let's choose this upper left side. If I move it like this, and if I move this side like this, I call it as the upper left side, moving in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so if this side, if I move it like this, I'll call it as the upper right anti-clockwise direction, and if I move it like this, I'll call it as the upper right clockwise direction. Likewise, for this side, if I move it like this, I'll call it as the lower right anti-clockwise direction, and if I move it like this, I'll call it as lower right clockwise direction. And likewise for this, if I move it like this, I'll call it as the lower left clockwise direction, and this as lower left anti-clockwise direction. Cool? To know how to solve this cube, you just need one algorithm. That's it. Maybe 2. The first algorithm is a part of the second algorithm, so if you just know the second algorithm, you'll know the first algorithm. I said algorithm so many times. So let's start by choosing a color. Let's go with this color, the red color. We know that the red color is supposed to be on the opposite side of the orange color. We don't have an orange right here, but you know, we'll move this orange there with time. So the first step is to solve this whole red layer. This process is very intuitive. We just have to keep moving these sides like this to see if any one of these colors match, and we have to keep doing that. Yeah, so we have 2 corners right here, but they are not matching, so we'll just take them on the side with a fresh face like this. So we need to bring all the red colors right here. The first step is I'll just find any one red corner. So I have this red, blue and white. I'll try to move this side like this so that this matches. So now I know that this side is supposed to have a corner piece with blue, red and what's opposite of white? Yellow. So blue, red and yellow. I see that that piece is right here. I'll try to move it like this, but it's not aligned properly. So we'll have to rotate this side. So what I'm going to do right here is to move this side downwards like this, rotate this side like this, and bring this side back up. So this way, the red which was right here rotated itself and is matching with the red side right here. These 2 blues match, so now I have to bring a red piece which has a yellow and a green side right here. So I have this piece right here. If I move this piece like this, they match. Now let's just assume that if they do not match or are like this, what I'm going to do in this case is bring this piece like this here, rotate this side either to this or like this to see which one is going to end up solving this side. So if I move it like this, this is going to get solved. But if I move it like this side is not going to get solved. So in this case, I have to take this side down like this, rotate this side and bring this back up. Now I have the last side here and I have my last red piece right here which solves itself. Now let's just assume it doesn't solve itself and is something like this. When in the last piece of this cube you have a piece facing you, take this side up like this, so this piece comes here. Now rotate this side. You can see that this piece is getting displaced, but don't worry. Bring this piece back like this. Now it is solving itself, and you can also bring this piece back like this. There you go, the red side is solved. But in cases where you have the red piece on your other side like this and not on the front, this is what we are going to do. We are going to bring this piece down like this, rotate this side like this, bring this piece back up like this, and also this piece back up like this. And there you go, the red side is solved. Now once one face is solved, you have to go and solve the exact opposite face. So we have the red face solved here. We are going to go to the opposite face, which is going to be orange. Now in certain cases, the orange center would not be in its right place. There can be some other colored center, but we don't have to worry about what color we have on this side, because now we are going to actually solve that side. So the first step in solving the opposite side is to solve the corners. Ignore the center. Now you can end up with two different situations. One where none of the corner pieces are solved. In case like that, you have to observe these pieces, and when you see two orange pieces together like this, keep them on your left. You have one orange piece looking at you on the top right side like this, and the other orange piece looking at you on the bottom right side like this. Remember, keep these two solved orange pieces on your left. Now we have to do this particular algorithm where we have to move the top left side like this once, the top right side in the anti-clockwise like this. Now bring them back like this. Solved. Now the other kind of condition that you might end up with is when the opposite two orange corners are solved and these two are not solved. Now in this case, place the cube like this, where the orange piece is going from top left to bottom right. But you have two different cases. You can place it like this or like this, one of which is correct. Now we have to place these two corner orange pieces in this way only when you have an orange sticker right here. We don't have an orange sticker, we have an orange sticker right here. So this is not the right way to place. Now we look with this side. We have an orange sticker right here. So this is the right way to place. Make sure that you're looking at this side with these two orange corner pieces aligned like this, having an orange sticker right here. Now take the top left side like this, the top right side like this. Now bring them back up, and you have ended up with the situation where you have two orange pieces looking like this, one orange piece on the top right looking at you, one orange piece on the bottom right like this, and you know how to solve this side. There you go. Now the top corners are solved. Now the next step that you have to do is to bring the orange piece from here to here. Now you can see that there might be one piece that is already solved, but you just have to ignore it. Now you have to look at the color that you want to bring up like this. So we are looking at the orange side that we want to bring up here, and we have the red side solved like this. Nothing happens to the red side. None of the steps that we do right here is going to disturb the red side. So what we are going to do here is the same thing. Take the upper left side like this, the upper right side like this. Now bring them back. Now move this side twice like this and do the same thing again. The upper left, the upper right, and then bring them back like this. The orange color is solved and the red is also solved. You might see that one of these colors is solved, but even if it is not, it's not a problem. We'll just learn how to solve the rest of the colors. Now in this particular case, we'll do the same algorithm that we did to move the orange piece up to its right center like this. So in this case, you have to place one of these sides on the bottom, preferably the one that is solved. If you don't have a solved one, just randomly select any one side and keep it on the bottom. Now in this case, you have to see if you want to solve it facing this side with blue on the bottom and the two solved sides on your side, or this way with blue again on the bottom and these two solved sides on your side. Now what you have to do in this particular case to see if this color goes up here, does it solve this side? Yes, it does. But in this particular case, if this color goes up here, it doesn't solve the side. So we are going to choose facing this side and solve it with the same algorithm. Take the upper left side like this, take the upper right side like this. Now bring them back like this. Move the cube like this of 180 degrees, face the exact opposite face and do the same algorithm. And the whole cube is solved. Now if you end up in situations like this where you have the red and orange side solved but none of the other sides solved, you just have to randomly pick any one face like this. See if you want to take it this side or this side, which would solve that side. I know that moving this green here would solve it, so I would face this green side on my front, keeping the green corners on the top and this other side on the bottom, and do the same algorithm. So the green side is solved. I'll keep this green on the bottom and see if solving it which way is going to solve the whole cube. If I solve it facing this white side, I might not be able to solve this cube because this white center would go up here, which doesn't solve the side. So if I flip this cube like this and solve it facing this side, this blue side, if it goes up here like this, would solve the cube. So I'll solve this cube facing this side. So I very strongly feel that this cube is really much easier than this cube. This basically just has one algorithm that you have to do once. Flip the cube like this and do it again. I mean, that's it. This cube is really easy and not at all complicated. But when I first saw this, how can I solve this? Was the first thing that came to my mind. Because it looks so different. I mean, look at this. I can move it however I want. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and also don't forget to please subscribe to this channel because it's important. You have to subscribe because it helps my channel grow. It is very easy to subscribe. You just see a subscribe button down there, turn it gray. That's all. I mean, that's all. Turn it gray, don't turn it red. And also comment down below on any other kind of videos that you would want me to make. Any other cubes, because I'm thinking of ordering some more cubes and solving them and making a video on them. So just comment.